Yo, what is good, people? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing great. And yeah, it's a bit of a later one than usual, but yeah, we are streaming. We are streaming, and yeah, just pretty much wrapping up the end of the week as we do, reviewing pretty much all that's happened in the week of Lover of Tech Media and Lover of Tech. In terms of content, what's to come in during the week, and also just what's just new changes, I guess. New changes. This will be potentially my last Sunday night live stream. Yes, we've got technically in here. Yes, it is working. Oh, the pop-up chat is working great as I trialed. So I'm really happy that it is working as intended. Happy that it is working as intended. Glad it's working as intended. Why is it? Hold on. Let me stream elements, docs, chat. Okay, a double tap is what puts it there. Ooh, yes. T says that we are in here. Yes, we are, bro. Thank you for joining. Please do share it out. It is a bit of a late live stream, but yeah, indeed, do share it out so that people can join, and yeah, we can pretty much go through what's been happening during the week, and kind of just discuss where I'm at mentally as well, in just switching things up when it comes to the Tech and Chill show Unplugged. So hope you are all doing well and hope you've all had a good week. We are pretty much into the last week of the April month. Wow, another fast and productive month. Yeah, another fast and productive month, but it's been a challenge in its own way. It's been a challenge in its own way. But grateful nonetheless. Grateful nonetheless. Grateful nonetheless. Grateful nonetheless. Right. Who do we have here? We've just got 3 concurrent viewers. Okay, we've tweeted this out. We will talk about the OnePlus. The only thing I really saw was the OnePlus Ace. The OnePlus Ace. The OnePlus Ace. Yes, Tommy, what's good, bro? What are you saying, man? I need to get you in the podcasting seat as well for the cut down. So yeah, we need to make that happen, bro. We need to make that happen. Thank you for joining. We are streaming in glorious 4K UHD, and I've managed to actually figure out how to do pop-up chat via OBS now, which is great. Which is one of the things I'm really, really happy about. And yeah, I think we trialed this on the Lover of Cameras channel, and yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Clicking there, and it's like, yep, we are live. Yes, we are. Yep, pretty much bring it up. And we've got the stream elements, but yeah, stream elements. We're seeing how stream elements work as well. But hope you've all had a great week. Hope you've all had a great week. And we're gonna talk about live stream scheduling changes from my side. I think it's duly needed and duly noted that it's something I really need to do and implement, is to stop live streaming on Sundays. Yeah. Yep. Live streams on Sundays will not be a thing anymore. And I think I just need to put my foot down and do that. But we'll discuss what will happen to the live streams in general, formatting, day, night, when it will be happening and whatnot. Yeah, we'll discuss the changes. We'll discuss the changes. And we'll talk about, I guess, the only real news this week in terms of official news, which, this is what I like to try and do. I like to try and keep official news intact as much as possible, unless it's, really, really a slow news week and we kind of just got to go with, leaks and rumors, which I like to avoid. I'm a bit old school in that mindset, but hey, the tech scene is like that now, right? Right, we got Tech King Mike. What is good? What's good, Mike? So you're looking dapper on Twitter and the Facebook. Yes, yes. And we got King J. Yes, Jay. What you saying, bro? What you saying, bro? Part of the Night Owl crew, as per. Just never sleeping, always grinding, always crafting. What you saying, my bro? My bro, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. I think well, this is actually not your first time you've joined Tech and Chill, to be honest. But yeah, man, appreciate you joining. My favorite UK tech tuber. Nah, I appreciate you, my bro. I appreciate you, my bro. I appreciate you, bro. And it was great linking up. Glad the studio's coming together nice. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I appreciate the kind words as well and the encouragement as always, man. For smashing it and doing bits. So keep at it, man. Keep grafting, keep grinding, and all the advice and support, man. It doesn't go unnoticed at all. Please do let me know how the stream sounds. Please do let me know if the 4K option shows up nicely. Please let me know that the stream is nice and smooth. Yeah, just let me know if the volume needs to be up a little bit more, if it's a bit too quiet. Everything looks fine on my side. I'm gonna look to get a new audio interface as well with 4 XLR inputs, so we should be getting much louder and clean gain coming to the Q9U. I mean, I've got the Q2U here, but I'm enjoying the aesthetics of the Q9U. But I think it needs just more clean gain, like I said before. And yeah, I'm liking the setup for the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is doing great. Hope everyone is safe during this time, as I always like to say. But we will do a weekly roundup, as we like to do. As we like to do. And pretty much just go through the motion, I guess, in terms of what's been happening on everything content wise when it comes to Lover of Tech Media. And we've got Mike that says looking good and sounding good. Thank you, bro. I always like to just sound it off and check it off. If anything drops or changes volume wise and whatnot, please do let me know. I'm gonna put this on the C1 OLED as well next to me, just so we can see that everything is coming through as intended. Yep, 4K looking. Right, so what have I done this time? So I've got that's crazy. It actually shows it. The 17mm is nuts. Okay. So yeah. This time I'm not using a 35mm. I'm using a 17-28 Tamron on there. And I think, yeah, it's fine. I think it's fine at 28mm. I think it's fine at 28mm. Hey, Josh, what's good? What's good? Josh made it. Josh made it. Yes, you made it. I will be ordering. I didn't realize. I didn't. What do you call it? What you? Hold on. I didn't realize the audio interface place is in Luton, Dunstable. I might actually drive there and just pick up the audio interface tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we're getting plays. Man, the Sound Mobile podcast is getting plays. View public site, which is great. Really proud of where that's come, actually. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, community channels, the cut down. Right, we're gonna do the roundup, I guess. We are going to do the roundup of what's been happening in the world of Lover of Tech Media. Thank you all for joining. And we've got Mr. Coffee Talk and Tech. Volume is low, 28mm looks great. Okay, I'm gonna turn up a bit of gain. and hopefully it sounds better. Hopefully I'm not sounding too quiet. Thank you for the feedback on the volume. But yeah, I think I need an audio interface because I'm having to pump a lot of gain into there, but hopefully it sounds good. So yeah, they're pretty close to you. Yeah, Luton's not far. It's probably like a 30-minute drive, so I'll check it. I definitely need it. I need a new audio interface, and I've needed it for a while. So hopefully that works in terms of the gain. I've just got a rug as well. I've just got a rug that I've put down, a big blue rug that goes end to end in the middle. I think I'm gonna get some 3-amp adhesive and probably put my Elgato wave panels on the ceiling. I don't know if that's advised to help with like the up and down bounce. So I might just do that. At least just put the 6 and surround them. See if it helps. Just change the light fix theme. So it's pretty that's pretty much the case. That's pretty much the case. So let me go to Chrome and browser and kind of go through where we've been and switch it up, I guess. Chrome and chat, which is great. So here we are. If you are unfamiliar with the format, sorry for being a bit too kind of like not as energetic. It's literally 1:15 in the morning here in the UK, and I think this is one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of switch things up and, you know, bring some needed changes that will help me be in better positions as well. Okay, so it says it can help if placed in specific positions. Yeah, no, definitely. But then I have to watch. I want to consider the aesthetics of the room as well, especially when I'm recording on camera. I don't want the panels to be shown up in different, like in certain shots and whatnot. So I think probably putting them in the ceiling is probably going to be the best way to go about it, but we'll see. Yo, definitely not using this stream as an excuse to ignore the work that I very much have to do. That is all good. That is all good. That is all good. So what audio interface are you getting? I'll pop it up. I'll pop it up on a browser. It was Josh that actually recommended it. It's from Task Cam, I believe. Task Cam. It's from Task Cam. I've needed an audio interface that supports 4 XLR inputs for a while now anyway. That's been long overdue, if I'm going to be very honest with you. So I've needed that for a while, and I'm not going to get it from Amazon, but this is the model here, the Tascam US-4XHR high resolution USB audio interface 4-in-1. But I'll be getting it from all Studio Spares because their pricing is a lot better compared to Amazon. It's a good amount, so like almost £80 saving. So yeah, I'll be getting it from here, and I've needed 4 XLR inputs, higher but cleaner gain, and also one that has a USB-C port. I know it sounds trivial, but this, Euphoria from Behringer, the UMC 204 HD, has 2 XLR inputs, and it's using an old USB-B printer connection at the back to a USB-A connector, and they are just very, very not so good. It says iOS compatibility. Yeah, I find it's weird how it has iOS compatibility, but it doesn't have Android compatibility. So in a way, there's portability to it. But it's got iOS compatibility, which is weird. So it's got portability. It's just I was expecting it to work with Android as well with USB-C, but yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, this will be that I'll be getting. If this audio interface is still not enough in terms of giving high but clean gain for the Samsung Q9U, it's fine for the Q2U, then I will be getting an additional cloud lifter with it as well, which I guess is needed. I guess it's needed to really drive it through. Um, bam, 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 bam. So where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Boom, boom, boom. So we got Jay here. Jay's laughing still. It says, I assume Android will see it as just a USB-C, USB microphone. You never know. There are audio workstation program for iOS, iPad mainly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so Android doesn't get the love from DAW programmers. Ah, interesting. The more you know, the more you know, the more you know, right? But yeah, that's what I'll be getting. I'll order that tomorrow, and then fingers crossed that works well enough. If not, then I'll be getting an additional cloud lifter. But I have been in need for an audio interface upgrade anyway, because I've wanted one with 4 XLR inputs, because I wanted to widen my capacity to get more in-person podcasts done rather than just having 2 XLR inputs, you know, just having up to 4, which is something that I've been trying to work towards. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'll be getting, and I'll be ordering that tomorrow. Hopefully get better voiceovers as well. Okay, so how's the week been with Lover of Tech Media? And the main channel, Lover of Tech, we've done 2 videos for this week. We did the video unboxing, review, and overview of the Andy Cine C7. It's you know, for a 7-inch field monitor that cost £265. It's been great. It's 7. I'm using it right now. It's 7 a purpose of what I want it for, in terms of using it as a mirror into the, using it as an external monitor into the teleprompter, mirrored to be able to see your chat and also make eye contact during video calls and also video podcasting, which I'm going to be getting a lot of virtual guests that are going to come onto the Sound Mobile podcast, as well as the Cut Down, when it comes to video podcasting as well and audio podcasting. And I've seen that Spotify allows, you know, video podcasting even in 4K to be uploaded. So that's going to start happening as well. Yeah, it's very, it's good. It's good. It's good. I think it only supports HDMI 1.4, so it only goes up to 4K 30 frames a second or 4K 30 hertz when it goes into. But yeah, we did an unboxing, quick overview, great packaging. I think you have to calibrate the display. I'm not really that fussed about it. I mean, it has HDMI input for in and out. There's an SDI model as well, which is great for those lock-in 3G SDI ports in there. But yeah, definitely go check it out. Appreciate Anderson sending it out. I did tell them that, look, I needed it for a unique setup for what I was doing. And this is pretty much where the next video comes in, which is, I'm really happy with how this video came out. This is my first proper ultimate desk setup tour video. And again, shout out to Tech Jammer, man, my guy Joel. He came down. I'd ordered the Zhiyun Weeble S gimbal, and yeah, we kind of pretty much shot it like a one take style MTV Cribs type of video. And I'm really happy with how that came out, man. And again, shout out to him for helping me get that set up. Go check out the videos. Those are the 2 videos for the week on Lover of Tech. And, you know, big support from Noble Chairs, Nitro Concepts, Andy Cine, and Elgato for just, you know, putting all the stuff together. And then obviously just the upgrades that I did. It's what's enabled me to do the live stream setup as I'm doing right now, you know, especially with the Vasa mount arms. It's a nice 60-minute video. I've bookmarked everything. I've put everything in the description below. And I think there'll be some tips and tricks in there that could help you in, you know, your setup as well. Very functional, not trying to be too, you know, aesthetically pleasing as people like, with like the best cable management and stuff. Just very, very functional, very, very purposeful. And yeah, really happy with how it came out. Really happy with how it came out. Those are the two videos for Lover of Tech. And obviously we're live streaming tonight. In terms of Sam Mobile, we've had a busy week as well. We have had a busy week as well. And again, 2 videos on Sam Mobile. And that was with the Galaxy S21 FE. S21 FE versus the S22 camera comparison video, which it really sparked an interesting conversation into the podcast for this week for Sam Mobile, I've got to say. As you know, the UK model of the S21 FE has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, and obviously the UK version of the S22 has got the Exynos 2200, 4 nanometers versus 5 nanometers, and it wasn't the obvious turnout and results that I was expecting, in my personal opinion, even though overall it was obvious which phone had a better camera system. But highly recommend you watch that S22 versus the S21 FE camera comparison. And I'm also pleased with how I've been able to figure out how to do it in a shorter form. Usually my camera comparison on my channel, they're quite long, like around 15 to 20 minutes on average. But yeah, I've been able to get these down to 7 minutes, and I feel like I can still put all the necessary information in there as well. And then we did a what was effectively just over 2-month review of the S22 Ultra. And the S22 Ultra is a phone that I've been, you know, using pretty much exclusively and heavily next to the S22 Plus. Next to the S22 Plus as of 11th of February. You know, did the hands-on the 9th of February, and yeah, I've just been using it since the 11th of February. Did the 2-week review just before going to MWC, and just kind of been using it as the main phone and whatnot. And yeah, did the 2-month review on Sam Mobile. I was doing quite okay. And yeah, it's good. It's good. We managed to get that done. And then major one was obviously the Sam Mobile podcast, which I'm trying to keep it frequent. This is episode number 4. Managed to get another in-person special guest as well, which I'm really appreciate all the in-person guests that have really come in person to get things kicked off for the Sam Mobile podcast, as well as the Cut Down podcast show as well. And what was interesting is the main hot topic. Again, shout out to Z-Tech here. You know, he's I would like to call him a good friend now that we've just spent a decent amount of time together. He came down into the studio and for being the third guest for episode 4 for the Sam Mobile podcast. And we pretty much chopped up a good slightly over 1 hour. And it was a great discussion. And main topic was Exynos versus Snapdragon, unfortunately, and I kind of was triggered and sparked off to have this conversation. And it was off the back of that camera comparison as well, which, you know, I didn't expect to discuss. It was a good hour discussion, bookmarked as well. This is the video version of the podcast, but if you are an audio listener, definitely the podcast is also available on Anchor/Spotify. We are working on getting it to the other podcasting platforms like Google Podcast and Apple Podcast and, you know, all the other podcast platforms. I've been able to pretty much do that for the Cut Down podcast, but not for the Sam Mobile one. Yeah, I'm just waiting for approval with the owner. And 4, I'm quite proud that we've been able to get 4 episodes out. I'll be really happy to see how things look like once we are in the 10 episodes phase. We just signed up to our Riverside.fm account, so I will be reaching out to like-minded Samsung fans and Samsung mobile tech users that won't be able to come in person to pretty much get your quality microphone and your webcam in place. And we'll be doing some virtual episodes as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll be able to get a guest by at least Wednesday. I definitely need a guest at least by Wednesday. But hopefully we can do that. And if not, it will be a solo show this week, which solo podcasting is quite difficult. It's not only just difficult, it's less fun, you know, just kind of talking to yourself. And I kind of did that for episode 1 to kickstart things, to boot things off. But yeah, that's pretty much been it. We missed having to do any videos for the cut down this week, and I really apologize because, again, I did say that the cut down was back, and it is back. I did record an episode of the cut down with Z Tech Care, but it was just late. It was just late, and I had to bust an all-nighter. Put in perspective of my upload speeds being only as good as 13 megabits per second, a 1 hour 4K episode of a podcast to upload takes 2.5 hours for me, and Sam Mobile comes first and getting that done, because we like to, you know, make that go live on Fridays 11 a.m. UK time, whether BST or GMT, whichever the seasons and, you know, the clocks allow. But I will have that edited and I will have that go live on Friday. And I did promise that, look, at least every 2 weeks. So forgive me for the gap, but I am meant to be doing normal cut down videos anyway. It's not just about making it a podcast channel, but also, you know, giving you that straight cut down to the point take on news, you know, and that kind of podcasty style feel, you know. So I'll get back onto that and I will let you know how that goes. And let me just push up anchor.fm /the cut down. So the cut down here is pretty much been spread on all other platforms as well. So let me see what the dashboard is saying. No. Yeah, so there we are. Okay, no problem. So that is everything all in relations to Lover of Tech Media in terms of content across all the platforms that are pretty much related to me when it comes to creating content. Okay, Josh says, I've liked everything I've used from the Mutu slot. So I'm a fan of Mutu M4 super quiet and has 32-bit floats. You can drop a link and I can have a look. I also just like the price and just making sure I get the right gain. And it says, I watched that video because I got the S22 and got my son the S20 FE. Interesting. Yeah. And funny enough, you say that. We do have the S22 in-house. Okay. Now, mind you, I've got both. I've got both the S22 and S22 Plus. So finally, we do have the trio. We have the trio, which is the S22 Ultra, S22 Plus, S22. I'm reviewing the S22. You should see a video this week. I don't expect any difference to the S22 Plus. The only thing I'm expecting is really just to test how the day-to-day battery life goes. So I'll be doing a smart switch and I'll be switching over to this one and using it to see how the battery life holds up, since it is smaller at 3,700 milliamps. So we've got the S22, and that is a big shout out to Vodafone UK. As always, man, they are such amazing support on the channel, and you will be seeing reviews of this also on Sam Mobile, so watch the space for it, and then we'll discuss it on Lover of Tech as well. For the money, one of the best M2 and M4. Interesting. They have the cheapest way to get USB MADI conversion I found on an interface. Is the big deal for me for my work. Wow, you're rocking like 4 YouTube channels. That's amazing. Yeah, it's good. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm spread quite wide, and it's quite a lot of work. It's quite a lot of work. I guess I'm producing no less than on a slow week. On a slow week, I feel like I'm producing like this week technically 2 podcasts, 4 videos, 6 pieces of content. 6 pieces of content. That's a slow week for me. If I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a slow week. That's a slow week. So it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot still. It says, have you heard of a YouTube channel called London Eats? No, no, not heard of a YouTube channel called London Eats. Not heard of a YouTube channel called London Eats. Okay, it says I wanted the Ultra, but wasn't going to pay for it. I want to get my Ryzen 5900. Yeah, I've got Ryzen. I've got the Ryzen 9 5900X. That's the CPU that I use. That's the CPU that I use. Um, that's the CPU that I use. Right, let's discuss some changes. For the longest time, we're talking about live streaming, and live streaming, as you know it, for me, I feel like there needs to be a change. I do feel like there needs to be a change, and live streaming, as you know it, oh, pardon me, will be changing from my side, and I think it's needed. I think it's a must. Um, I will not be live streaming on Sundays anymore. I will not be. I will not be streaming on Sundays anymore, and does not mean the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged is dead. I think unless you have any feedback in terms of the format of it, I think I like to keep it to one tech topic. Review what's happened during the week, kind of let you know what's coming up in terms of content, any new stuff that's coming, any new sponsorships, any new ideas, and kind of give you all the platform to just hear it first and through and through. Yeah, but I'm not doing live streams on Sundays anymore. And here's why. I need to really push myself to balance out my work life and family life and stuff. And I think Sundays need to, as much as possible, be a free day. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to switch live streaming to either 6 or 7 p.m. on Mondays, UK time. I think it's going to be best to do it that way. I do look at this week. This week is classed as a slow week, but I did 2 pieces of videos for Sam Mobile, 2 pieces of video for my channel, 2 podcasts as well. And I shot and edited 1 video yesterday. So I really need to find a way to just force everything to just be as strictly Monday to Friday as possible. And that includes live streams. So today and this will be pretty much the last. This will be the last one for Tech and Chill Show Unplugged on Sundays. Sundays has just got to be free. Saturdays have got to be free as much as possible. And pretty much want to try and keep everything Monday to Friday. So the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged will be on Mondays going forward. I think, let's say 7 p.m. 7 p.m. because I like to class my working hours during the day when I'm doing some mobile content, unless it's really urgently needing to be pushed. I like to keep it 9 to 6 o'clock. Should be 9 to 5, but I think 9 to 6 is reasonably pushing it. Give myself a little hour breather, start streaming at 7 o'clock, stream for an hour strictly, and pretty much go through the same thing. We'll review the content that we've done from the week before, any devices or products or services, sponsorships that are coming ahead during the week, And yeah, we just pick one tech topic and just digest it really and just bounce off of each other in the chat. I think that's just going to be the best way. And Tech and Chill Show Unplugged for Sundays is dead, people. Bring on Mondays. So we're not going to do it tomorrow as a start, but the week after. So 2nd of May. 2nd of May will be the first Monday night, Monday evening, Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. We're moving it to Mondays, people. I hope you can be understanding to it. And I feel like this is the best decision for myself, my physical health, my mental health, spending time with the family, not being too bogged down with creating content and just producing content. As much as I'm enjoying the podcasting, but podcasting is a whole different challenge in itself. It requires a lot of pre-planning, a lot more structure, and especially when you're uploading the video form, it's really, really taxing on my workflow at the minute. So I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I'll jump in the chat. Just let me know what you think. As I just remembered, we need to try out Resolve 18 at some point. I'm a bit packed these couple of weeks. Maybe when you're back from Miami. Yeah, probably best. I'll be prepping to go Canada on the 27th as well, and possibly Amsterdam on the 20th of May. Just seeing how things go. I've got Resolve 18 installed. Sorry, I was trying to put my custom keys and shortcuts from Premiere Pro over, but they are completely different by name. So I think I just need to find a way to look. I just need to watch a tutorial and just get used to Resolve for what it is and try and find out what those different named shortcuts are that I was used to on Premiere Pro that really helped my workflow, really helped my workflow, and just get used to it. I think I still knew the studio version because I think Josh had this problem. I'm getting a lot of, I record in HEVC, high efficiency video codec, and that's H.265, and it doesn't seem to be, the free version doesn't seem to like it. I think I need a studio one to iron out the kinks. It just doesn't seem to like it at all. And I've just gotten so used to recording in that codec for high quality and low storage penalty that I don't really like recording in H.264 anymore. But yeah, I should be able to get a studio code from someone. So yeah, if anyone's got a Blackmagic camera and has a free code for studio, really appreciate it. Glad you're getting that work-life balance sorted. It's hard, but I hope this step helps. It has to, because really and truly, I should really be in bed, but committed. Coffee Talk and Tech says it's important to keep family first. It's hard to balance it all. It really is. For me, just having to, this is the reason why I was even test streaming on Lover of Cameras, and people were like, we're missing. I was like, I mean, I have a lot of content that I can put on Lover of Cameras. I mean, my long-term A7C review, my review of the f1.8 35mm, my review of the 28-75 Tamron, my long-term review of the A7S III 6 months later after getting it, my review of the A7 IV, my review of the 17-28. I've got so many vlogs backlogged that I can put on there that do well. I just don't have the time. And until I can get gigabit internet, especially with uploads, not having someone that can help me edit these videos, it sucks. I've just got too much on. So yeah. I said, no, that's when I'm at work. For real though, Monday sounds like a better plan for you going forward. Yeah, it is. It says buy a high refresh rate one. Oh my goodness. Not at the cost of doing 1440p. I'm not doing 1440p. I already showed you that I will be getting the Gigabyte M28U when I come back. if I did not need the MacBook Pro, especially for traveling to Canada, I would have bought that monitor. I would have bought two of them time ago. I would have bought two of them time ago. You're wanting me to get a 1440p monitor. I just can't do it. I've gotten so used to having a 4K UHD monitor. I just wouldn't go back. And I want the monitors for me to get to be really, really future proof in terms of future compatibility. I want them to have HDMI 2.1 ports. So yeah. Shout out to Z Tech Care. Indeed, I did. Free uses OS level in the H.265 code. It Studio has one built in. Yeah, I need to do that. I tried and it just didn't look like it's going. It says, yo, what's good? Okay, Eunice Nassim, it says, yo, I got a PS5 after watching your review you did a few months ago and it's classed. Wow, you actually managed to get hold of a PS5. Well done. And nice. Sadly, getting a PS5 is still hard to get hold of, and I'm glad my review helped. Really, really glad. That's what those reviews are about. Giving, you know, giving my experience and just helping you make the best choice possible. Really. So yeah, I appreciate that. Glad the review helped. On the subject of MacBook Pro, they seem practically impossible to get hold of. Guess I'm getting the base MacBook Mac Studio. No, no, no. It depends what you go for, but Amazon have. I don't. I'm not. I just want to put it out clear. The base 14-inch MacBook Pro that I'm getting, I'm not getting that as my main editing laptop. No, it's literally the laptop I use to edit when I'm not in the studio for whatever reason, especially at tech events. You know, I'm gonna be at least traveling 6 times this year in total. If you include Amsterdam, but Amsterdam, I'm still not sure if I'm gonna go, to be honest. But if I do end up going back to Dubai in November, yeah, that is flipping gonna be 5 trips, and Canada's gonna be for 3 weeks. Yeah, that's all it's there for. That's all of the base model on Amazon and even on Apple, they've got a ton of them. It's when you decide to just change the configuration in any way, it's when you're just going to be waiting for a while. So if you're looking for specific spec configuration, you're going to be waiting. But if you go for the base model, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Assuming stock was freely available, would you have gotten the digital? No, 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 no. Go watch my review. I would never ever get I would advise no one, especially for the Sony PlayStation, to get the digital version. The cheaper price is a setup and a deception for just how expensive their digital copy of games are. What's made me enjoy the PlayStation 5 more is the fact that I've been able to buy a lot of the games used at a lower price and enjoy them that way. I've not bought a digital copy game, and I'm a digital person nowadays. I don't really like buying hard copy games, in my opinion. For me, I prefer my games to be digital. But £70 for a brand new game, nah. A lot of the games, yes, it's slightly older, but I would advise try and hold out and get the disc edition and just get as many games used on the PlayStation 5 and enjoy that way. Because boy, the digital edition, as cheap as the digital edition is and as better looking as the digital edition is, the PS5 design was based on the digital edition, in my personal opinion, and the disc edition was just an afterthought. But yeah, I would not advise anyone to get the digital edition, and anyone I know that has the digital edition of the PS5 has pretty much regretted their purchase, because one, it was kind of what was available then. Two, they thought it was going to be better in terms of, it being cheaper, but really you're going to spend so much more on games. As a trap, as Admiral Akbar will say. Okay, so where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Let's talk OnePlus Ace. OnePlus Ace, I guess. We're gonna switch to Chrome, and then we're gonna talk OnePlus Ace because this is from GSM Arena that we saw. It says OnePlus 8 debuts with the Dimensity 8100 Max and 150-watt charging. Interesting. This was posted on the 21st. Oh, Thursday. Okay, it's quite old news, but I missed it. It says OnePlus turned a new page in history today with the brand new OnePlus Ace phone. Okay, it's right here. We can go to it after. Let's open a tab and close these bad boys down. And this was announced in China with a slightly customized, Dimensity 8100 Max chipset with 120 hertz AMOLED screen and blazing fast 150-watt charging, giving you 50% charge in 5 minutes. These specs sounds familiar, then it's for good reason. Shares plenty of similarities with the GT Neo 3. The two companies are under BBK wing, obviously. Brings a few not so common design features for OnePlus phone. It has a centered hole punch for its 16 megapixel selfie, which probably only still shoots 1080p. Display is a 6.7 inch full high definition plus resolution. It's AMOLED. It's 120 hertz. It does have a 50 megapixel main camera with OIS at the back, joined with 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro. Boo. MediaTek 8100 Max sits at the helm, yes, aided by 8 and 12 gigabytes of RAM and up to 512 gigabytes of internal storage. What other capabilities we don't know. Obviously, Super VOOC, and its 4500 milliamp hour battery. Interesting. And they're saying that it can retain over 8% of its battery capacity after 1,600 full cycle charges. Android 12 with ColorOS 12.1, because obviously it's China model. In terms of the conversion for the 8 gig RAM to 128 gigabytes of storage, $388, I guess. And if we go here, we've got some of the details on it. The Glass 5, plastic frame, dual nano SIM, which I always like, HRTM 500 nits of typical brightness, 800 in high brightness mode, 950 nits peak, probably HDR content. Looks like a flat display. Hopefully we should be back. Apologies. Hopefully we should be back. Yep. So yeah, we're pretty much wrapping up. We've got about 3 minutes until the magic 1 hour that I like to keep it at. And yeah, like I said, this week has been productive. 2 videos on Sound Mobile, 2 videos on Lover of Tech, 1 podcast that went live in video form as well as audio for Sound Mobile. Couldn't do it for the cut down, but it's fine. The cut down is meant to really be once every 2 weeks for a podcast, and just doing at least 2-3 new style podcast style videos for the cut down, which is something that I'll get back onto. Kind of fell off a little bit again, but I want to keep that consistent. We've talked about the news for tech this week, which is obviously the OnePlus Ace and what that represents, it being only announced in China for now. And live streams will be on Monday, 7 p.m. people, 7 p.m. UK time. That's when live streams will be. And just thank you for all the support as always, man. Close to 21k subs, and we are building up, and we are building up and building up. Any final questions? Fire them away. You have 2 minutes with me until we hit 1 hour, and we are pretty much done. Thank you all for tuning in as well. As always, really, really appreciate the support. I really do appreciate the support. Right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Ooh, it's been a good stream. And as I always like to say, stay safe during this time. Pretty much have a great week. Watch out for the content. One going live tomorrow, one on Wednesday, and more in between. So stay blessed, stay safe. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, people.